Alright, motherfuckers. We got some McNeil Brewery and Tap Room. This is another one from Nolans. There's that for you people who can speak that language. On the other side, though, it says McNeil beer is proudly brewed in Nolans, Louisiana. And let's see. Got anything? Oh, we got some stats down here. 8% ABV, canned on. Alright, yeah, canned on 11-13. Style is an IPA. And keep cold, drink fresh. Citra Palms. And this is a 32-ounce crowler. So, cheers to that. I have been drinking it in a glass though, so we are gonna put the remainder in the glass. This is one of those big boy beers. 32 ounces, 8%. Something like. This one, as you can see by the color, you might think it's a West Coast IPA, maybe an old school IPA. I would say it has like the malt of an old school West Coast IPA, but then it doesn't have none of that piney, resinous hops that it had back in the day that kind of went along with it. This right here is like, it's almost like mostly malt. It's like a hoppy amber almost. But I really enjoy it. I mean, I think it tastes great. It has like good caramel and whatnot going on. And then the hop profile is kind of lesser. I think it's some of those, you know, some new school hops. Like it says Citra right on it, but don't know if Citra's in it. I don't know. I definitely don't like detect obvious Citra, but regardless, let's get into the shave. We got Spearhead Shaving Company, and this is Ardennes, which is based on Bracken Man by Amouage. And we got the turn and shave in the bougie brush bath. I was totally gonna shave, or I was totally gonna lather off camera, but since I got going, since I'm so used to shave or lathering on camera, I just fucking resorted back to my old ways. But I am planning on lathering up off camera. We got the Zaharoff signature candle going right here. We're just gonna put that in the background because I feel like Ardennes is kind of similar vibes. Very nice, classy cologne vibes. And I'll just put that back by the windowsill, get that ambiance going. And let us get to lathering with our beautiful turn and shave brush right there. Custom from a while back with the no name, no hype Badger Knot. So, I did receive a good amount of feedback, and it was kind of the feedback that I expected to get, you know, because it's the same feedback that I pretty much dish out when other guys ask the same question. You know, should I lather off camera or should I lather on camera? And, you know, they kind of pose that question. And I got a lot of the feedback that I was expecting to get, because that's the kind of feedback that I give. And it's like, basically, do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. You know, I'll watch either way. Doesn't bother me if you lather on camera or off camera. Shit like that. A lot of kind of like, you know, we're here regardless type comments. And that's a lot of the kind of, when people pose that question, that's a lot of the same shit that I always say too. I'll be watching regardless. I'm not here I'm not here, you know, necessarily for the products. I'm here for the person doing the shave, you know. here for the community aspect. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate all the feedback I got. I think at this point, I've done enough. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit left to prove. I've done enough. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you still can't get over the fact that I'm a full bearded wet shaver, you could kiss my ass. Like, I could seriously give a fuck less. I think I'm just gonna lather off camera just to save people time. It's not like, I mean, obviously you motherfuckers are here regardless, whether I'm on cam or off cam lathering, so really it doesn't matter, obviously. Alright, Spearhead is looking good now after numerous but unspecified amounts of water added. We gotta keep it ambiguous so Mac Shaves can never figure out what additions of water are, lest he learn our ways. It's just an unspecified amount of water. That's all it is, an unspecified addition of water. He already has the best aftershave game. And alas, if he learns to be the best latherer whilst being the best aftershave game, we're doomed. I really do enjoy Mac's videos. So let's get into this Spearhead Shaving. This one was pretty close to the end, or the where they kind of decided on a final formula. I don't know if they decided on this formula as the final one. All I know is this one was pretty close to when they decided that's the one. And, you know, kind of ramped up for their main release. So this is very good quality soap. This Ardennes from Spearhead Shaving. Obviously it's based on Amouage, or inspired by Amouage, which is a high-end parfum. And so, you know you're going to be getting some good smells out of that. And I really do enjoy this one. This is what I would call kind of like a darker fougere. Definitely still masculine. But it has a real nice kind of sophisticated cologne vibe. Like alluring. It's really, really good shit. And one thing I found is, like, I don't think I've had a dupe of Amouage that I don't like yet. Like, Amouage is obviously putting out some fucking killer scents, because I'm fucking enjoying, like, everything I come across that's a dupe of their shit. Let me get my lighter out of here before it gets all wet. Alright, today we are using the Rockwell 6Shady. And this is, of course, the black, stainless black with the Polsilver Blade. This, of course, was given to me by Lord Shady, or Joey. And I am still greatly appreciative for having this back in my den. The Rockwell 6Shady is such a fucking awesome razor. That heft, the like ever so slight blade feel, along with a fair bit of efficiency that just gets the job done. I'm pretty comfortable with it on the 5 plate. I'd probably be just fine with it on the 6 plate, considering they're only, they're only marginally different. But the 5 plate does it for me, so why ramp it up? Very, very smooth. God damn. Can you get a blade gasm from a DE? That's kind of, that's like premature blade gasming right there. It's like, you need to get your shit together, pal. Alright. That was a fucking solid first pass. I just went outside to take out the trash a little bit ago. It was chilly out there, so I went ahead and poured some warm water in the bowl, actually. Normally, it's just like lukewarm because I turn on both handles at the same time in order for the bowl to fill up faster. So, I'm not really like a warm water shaver, and I'm not really like a cold water shaver. Just kind of like lukewarm. I just want the bowl full. To me, it doesn't matter. Really, like, it's cool having a warm lather, but it's like, do you want a warm lather in the summer? Or is it more preferable in the winter? You know what I mean? Like, warm lather all year long doesn't fucking sound... It doesn't sound right. I don't know, maybe if you're like an early morning shaver, warm water year round. But, I don't know. Like I said, I just do lukewarm, turn both handles on, and get that bowl filled ASAP. I could give a shit less about the water temp. My number one thing is fragrance. And the Spearhead soap fucking smells awesome. Just get that nice even coating going on. Squeegee, look at that flow through. Squeegee that massive amount of lather back out. And that was all on cam, so you can't say I didn't do it. See, a lot of people had were kind of blown away by the fact that people would even like have the nerve to question like whether or not somebody lathered. I just kind of laughed because I was like, are you not familiar with YouTube commenters or social media trolls? Like, the fact that you're so surprised is sort of surprising. Of course, I actually haven't had that happen in quite a while, but the reason I started and continued lathering on camera for so long was simply because I was like, you're not gonna have shit on me, buddy. Because I'm gonna do the whole process right in front of your face, so you can't fucking you can't point your finger and use something against me. But in all honesty, it hasn't happened in a while. But that's the reason I started doing it in the first place, though. So it's all good though. I'm gonna start lathering up off cam, and that should save you guys a few minutes of your time. I might get down to the more like 20-minute range instead of 25-minute range, and that should be helpful to you guys that try to support a lot of fellas in the wet shaving YouTube realm. So it's never made a difference to me, really. I'm not the guy chasing views or subscribers. You know, I always kind of laugh when, like, my loyal viewers are like, "Yeah, man, like, sorry, I've been I've been a bit behind. You know, life's crazy right now. I'm a little bit behind on your shit, but I'll catch up first chance I get." And I'm like, dude, skip my shit. I was like, I'm sure there's other guys that, you know, would appreciate your viewership way more than I would. Like, not that I don't appreciate it, but I bet there's a bunch of guys that are trying to grow their channels, and, you know, that number of subscribers, that count, you know, really does something for them and all this jazz. So I always just kind of laugh because I'm like, dude, no need to apologize. If you fall behind on my shit, just fucking skip it. I care less. I appreciate, you know, everybody that views and supports my channel, but I'm not the guy trying to be top dog YouTuber guy. Like, I just do this shit because I love it. And that was really enjoyable shave. Still got plenty of real nice lather that I just kind of pulled out of my beard. Spearhead soaps, or Spearhead shaving, I should say, is good shit. I didn't pick up their C4th releases because they just kind of didn't appeal to me. You know, I could be a fan and not, you know, not chase after or lust after every release. I could wait. I'm patient. There's plenty of fucking fish in the sea. I'll wait till you put out something that interests me, and then I'll jump in and fucking support. Alright, Lancaster tail. But rest assured, when Spearhead does put something out that tickles my fancy, I will be jumping on that shit. This is a good base. I do enjoy it. Runs with the pack in sort of quality. And fucking, if you're gonna put out like scents like Ardennes, really high end, like cologne type scents, I'm in. I'm fucking in. You know, they had a Chatillon Luxe do the C4th scents. They really should collab with Chatillon Luxe and release Admiral. You know, not that. I mean, I already asked the Declaration grooming guy, you know, if there was any plans to release Admiral. No, there wasn't. I asked Sean if he was going to be doing Admiral with Declaration grooming. He said it didn't sell well, wasn't received well. So there's no plans to release it again with Declaration Grooming at this time. So maybe, you know what I mean? Spearhead could bust out that Admiral scent with, you know, with their base. Do a little collaboration of their own, you know? Okay, let's get into this aftershave. Fucking Barbershop de los Muertos from Murphy and McNeil, not Oleo Soapworks. And look at the fucking, like, look at the frosted bottle, that badass labeling, the badass cap. Just the artwork has some nice ingredients in here. And this one is also based off of an homage scent. Not from Brackenman, but it's a Jubilation XXV, man. And that fucking restrictor. Oh, that's a goddamn restrictor. Marion. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm just going to start fucking shitting on Marion. Until Marion gets tired of it. And then Marion's going to say, hey man, those aren't my shitty restrictors, those are PAA's restrictors. And maybe he'll get tired of getting shit on. And then he'll turn it on PAA finally, because he's tired of taking the shots for him. Oh, this is nice. I don't feel like it's leaps and bounds away from Brackenman. Like they're raised in the same city, but maybe different different parts of the tracks, other side of the tracks. They are really nice. Alright, fucking A. That was a good one. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers. Thank you for all the support. I hope you enjoyed this one. And get in on Fern Boi Squad week before it ends. Still got a couple of days left. And enjoy yourself some fougere-centric shaves. Alright. Cheers. I'll catch you on the next one.